Hi, it's Kathianne Lewis, and it's time for a faith lift. And I want to continue what I was talking about last week and ran out of time. And that's a new version, my version of the Lord's Prayer, based on studies I've done with the Aramaic, which is what Jesus spoke, and also being inspired by Emma Curtis Hopkins and her own mystical insights. So, let's start. I left off with give us this day everything we need. And if you weren't around and didn't hear this, it's I'm sure is part of our CSL Seattle YouTube page, so you can catch up. But let's start with what happens after that. So in the old version, it's Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give me this day my daily bread. And then it goes on, and this is the part I want to talk about. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Or forgive me my trespasses as I forgive those who have trespassed against us or me. Which basically, if the formula is, as I let go of my grievances with others, I can accept God's grace. Because Jesus, the one who's supposedly said this and gave this prayer, said that the Father didn't hold anything against us. So God, the universe, our origin, doesn't hold anything against us. So why would we say, forgive me as I forgive others? Or why would that even come up? I think it's because it's a psychological thing. If we're holding something against someone, we see guilt, and therefore we're holding guilt, and therefore we're actually cutting ourselves off from the bliss, the bless, and the givingness of God. What I've noticed is that as I stop seeing people as somehow flawed, I see a lot less flaw in myself. This is universal. It's universal. It was such a wise teaching. And then, as the prayer goes, for thou art the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. And I've changed that to, for thou art the kingdom, the realm of power and glory, but then I say, within me forever. Not just me individually, like it's just in me, but in me. And we all know that we project out into the world what we hold within ourselves. So if we start to see ourselves as special in a place where God shows up, we're going to see other people as special in a place where God shows up. Most of what we think about others is always a projection. It's like a projection. So the more we see ourselves as innocent, and the more we see ourselves as a place where love and life and goodness can be expressed, the more we will see that in others. So forgive my stinking thinking, so that I no longer have stinking thinking about others, is a way to say all of this. I hope that makes some sense, because that prayer is really useful if you dig down deep and look at perhaps what was really intended in that prayer. And one last thing. Today is Wednesday, March 2nd, and it's the beginning of Lent. A long time ago, I used to have Lent programs. That's when we were meeting on Wednesdays, and it was really useful when people were meeting in person, but we're not. So I will just say that one of the ways that I like to update Lent instead of giving up something, although it's not a bad idea. If you're going to give up something, don't give up an outer thing. Give up a thought or a prejudice or a belief. Yes. But I used to have Lent, L-E-N-T, as let's expand new thought. And new thought is the type of philosophy that we have. So let's expand it. Let's expand it into the area of our work, or let's expand these new thoughts into the area of our health, or even world politics. Let's see that God is really working everywhere. Now that's an expansion of thought, honestly. Hope that helps. Bye for now.
God's love made manifest.
Light is the delight of our heart.
Light, giver of life.
Light is the revealer of the divine.
I am the God on the inside. I am a star.